This is Shan Coughlin with the Golf Director here today at the 2015 Paralong Drive Cup in Loudon, Tennessee at Tennessee National. And standing next to me was today's longest ball hitter, Mr. Jared Brentz. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. So do you think you had the home field advantage being right here from Knoxville?
I would hope so. I mean, I was definitely a lot more comfortable knowing that, it is in my own backyard, so it was a lot easier to come out here and relax and really just focus on hitting the golf ball.
Well, in the first round, we didn't have the music up and going first. I hope that didn't hurt anything.
No, it really didn't bother me much.
All right. Well, some of the conditions out here were a little windy. Some of the folks were saying that, everyone has to play the same way. Does the wind really affect it a lot? I'm not a long drive hitter.
It can out here. I think it's more or less like when the wind's coming in, especially with the humidity. You want to try to keep the ball a little bit lower, but for the most part, yeah, if it's coming in, you get the ball up high. It can take some distance off your hit. No, there's no doubt about that.
Well, I'll have to keep that in mind. And is it true? I was reading you still hold the world record for the longest drive?
Yes, ma'am. 409 yards.
Wow. And where was that done?
That was done out in Mesquite.
All right, out in Mesquite. Was that last October at the World Championships?
That was actually out in May before the Worlds. I was out in May, so that's when we had that round.
All right, so that event. Well, congratulations on that and for hitting it so long. We need to give your sponsors a little plug here as well because I know they help you out. Go ahead.
Well, Crank really helps me out with drivers and stuff, and Bionic gloves. I mean, they always keep me up to date with golf gloves, and I used to use 2 gloves when I first started, and then once I started using theirs. I mean, I just went to 1. That's all I need. So those are my 2 biggest sponsors right there, and I just can't thank them enough for the things that they do for me.
Well, I tell you, I know one of the goals of these events is to bring awareness and also encourage new athletes to give it a try, and certainly sponsors make that a lot easier. What would you tell someone who might be thinking about getting involved in Paralong Drive or even wanting to find out more information?
I want to tell them just get in contact with, they can get in contact with Dean. They could always hit me up on, Twitter or Facebook or anything and just get involved because, I think right now, any contributions that we could get or just anyone wanting to help out or participate, we want everybody to get involved. That's the biggest thing. The biggest goal is getting it obviously into the, making it an Olympic sport. So, anybody wanting to get involved that can be behind that would be just phenomenal.
Well, it's so much fun out here. I don't think people really understand until they come, participate, or even watch what goes on and the effort that you guys put into it. It certainly is impressive. I know the pro here even came out and said he was talking about your swing and just couldn't believe, how fundamentally sound it was. But y'all worked pretty hard on that.
Yeah, I really lucked out. This event right here got me a great teacher. I was down in Nashville, and I'd literally been kicked off of pretty much all the ranges around, or I just couldn't hit my driver. And there was one golf pro in particular, Jeff Page, at Nashboro, and he told me, he's like, "Hey man, you're losing all my golf balls." And I started explaining to him what I was preparing for, and he said, "Well, come up here to the first tee box." And this event right here got me linked up with him, and he really just made my swing where it is today. And so, I can't thank him enough. Because he could have been like everyone else and just told me, hey, don't hit your driver, don't hit anything else. So I can't thank him enough. And then, what's more important is I come out here and I enjoy watching because there's some guys out here that are hitting it 260 with one arm, 270. I've tried that before, and it's comical. So, I have a lot of respect for these guys.
Well, I tell you, we talked to Dean, and, it's moved from the amputee long drive championship to the para long drive because it's not just amputees, you're below the knee amputee, but it's also the blind golfer, the post-traumatic stress, and now brand new, the traumatic brain injury golfers. And we were just talking to someone who said it's so therapeutic. This game gives so much other than just a 4.5 or 5 hour kill to your day, if you will. So what does this game what has it done for you?
Oh, I think it's brought me misery just like every other golfer.
Okay, that's not what I was going for.
But the thing is, it has brought a lot of joy because, when you do get out there and you hit that one shot or you get out here and you do have success and when you get that, you just want to come back for more. So, golf, and it's just one of those things. It hooks everybody because we all get out here and, we'll hit that one shot and we're like, man, let's get another one. And then you have those days where you don't get that shot. And so, but for the most part, though, golf has always been a very uplifting sport, more than it is humbling. But now it can be humbling, that's for sure.
Well, that's for sure. But where else can you go out and spend time on this much gorgeous manicured property?
Oh, I know. That's what, like, I enjoy telling everybody else. They might be complaining because of the humidity or the wind or whatever, and I'm just like, guys, welcome to Tennessee. This is how it goes. So.
Well, thank you so much. Congratulations on the win. We appreciate your time today.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
This is Shan Coughlin with the Golf Director.